how y'all doing? This is Trina Lowry with So You Want to Dance Live, and I'm here with Dominique Hammons. I'm so excited. Thank you for sitting and chatting with me today. I'm so excited. I'm even excited about the show we're gonna have next week, but we're gonna talk about that later. So, and I have to say, I'm gonna give you my introduction. I had wrote about you that this is one of the hottest musicians in Houston right now, but he's going Florida, Atlanta.
Yeah, I've been going up.
And he's been in Mexico now.
Yeah, Mexico. I mean, I've been around for the past few months, so it's
exciting. It's really exciting. So, you make me feel like you're one of my children. I know I got emotional on the cruise. I was so embarrassed, but it is what it is. So I just really believe in you and your talent. I just think you from the first time I ever saw you. So let's get into it. So who is Dominique? Do you have a middle name?
Darnell. My name is
Dominique Darnell Hammons. Okay. Where are you from?
I'm from Houston. Born and raised in Houston. Yeah, raised up in Acres Home. Yeah, I love it. This is my city, so Houston, Texas.
What high schools did you attend?
I went to the High School for the Performing and Visual Arts, and I went there for orchestra, so I'm classically trained, and I was there for. I was in the orchestra there for all 4 years, so that's one of the schools you have to audition in. So.
Right. Okay. Yeah. When did you first start playing the violin?
I started at the age of 8, which was in the 4th grade, and like I said, I continued on.
Where were you at the 4th grade?
I was at Bethune.
I just want you to
Bethune
say
Academy.
That.
Yeah.
My kids went to Bethune. Both my kids took Mr. Ross one. Yeah.
Oh, really? You know, I teach.
Yeah, that's what I was.
Okay.
Told.
Wow.
Yeah.
Small world.
Your grandmother, and I had a long conversation. But yeah, my daughter Jasmine, my oldest daughter, took violin until she was in 12th grade.
Okay.
And she took Mr. Ross one.
Oh, wow. Small world.
Yeah, small world. Because I think her best friend Taylor says she remembers you, but Jasmine doesn't. Because I think y'all are behind. She's either ahead of you or behind you, one of the two.
Okay.
What made you choose this instrument?
Well, actually, it was when I was at Bethune, it was kind of like, I need to find some kind of art, you know. So it was out of like band or violin or
because it's a fine art school.
Yeah, it's a fine art school. It was a magnet school, so they offer different programs. And so my grandmother was like, "Hey, you should probably try something new, like maybe like violin or something." And at first I was like, I don't think that'll be a good fit for me because like I was playing football outside of school at the time.
Okay.
So I thought maybe playing the violin would kind of make it like girly. And I knew I probably would get picked on.
Yeah.
But you know, I had to like suck it up and just like I tried it. I gave it a shot. And at first it was difficult, and so I was kind of discouraged. But then as I began to keep playing and like keep understanding the instrument more, I started to begin to like develop a passion for it.
Okay.
And back when I was young, when I started, I was like, well, maybe I can keep going with this. And my grandmother always like, pushed me and encouraged me to keep working at it. Did
you actually get picked on though about it at all?
It was so long ago. I can't really. I know some people were just kind of like, oh, you play the violin. They didn't really take it seriously. But I don't think I got picked on for it. But I was just in my head, just thinking that I wouldn't be upset. Yeah.
I think I remember when Jasmine took it. It was her and they started at Reese. Did you remember Reese?
Yeah, I never went to Reese.
Oh yeah, she did Reese and Anderson, and she had her little partner his name was Isaac. I never forget. He was a boy. So I think a lot of boys did take it in those times. Yeah, so it wasn't as bad as.
And I wasn't the only guy in the class, so that made me feel a little better. I was okay. Well, I guess it's not too bad. So I began to keep playing and learn. I learned a lot of little songs, easy songs, Swing Twinkle Little Star, stuff like that. And I began to.
Did you have to play with the box? I don't mean to cut you off. The box, the rice. Was it the rice? What
was
it?
It was like toilet paper roll.
Yeah, it was something like that. I know y'all had something y'all had to pretend.
A paper towel roll.
Okay.
I don't know. I forgot what it was like a box, but to help your bow, like just help
to
your
hold
technique.
Your thing. Okay.
So it was difficult. It was difficult just to learn the violin, but as I kept going with it, that's when I started growing more of a passion for it, and I was okay. I think I could continue on. So I just kept working at it.
Okay. Which brings me to, when did you realize that you had a special gift?
I think I realized it when I was in high school. That's when I started playing like gospel. Because I started playing, I'm classically trained, right? So I've been playing classical music all my life. But I didn't start branching off into other genres until like, I'd say freshman year of high school.
Okay.
And so, you know, my grandmother, I was raised in church, so she would always throw these little gospel songs. Like, I started out playing Amazing Grace. You know, this is, you know, the stuff everybody knows. And then I progressed into playing, like, you know, harder songs. And so I started playing at church. I always played in church, different churches around. And then that's when I started to develop more of a passion with the violin. I was like, okay, I can do more than classical music. I can do gospel. So, and that really helped my jazz skills, because now when I listen to music, I can really hear the melodies. I can feel it more, and I realized, okay, this is something I might want to do maybe in college.
Okay.
So that's gospel was my first outlet.
Step out
from classical. So
because Rossborn also did a little. He would do a little different stuff.
Yeah,
too,
he would mix it up a little bit, make it a little
him.
bit more interesting for us. Songs that we know.
Yeah.
Because he wrote, you know, like little easy. He'll arrange a lot of songs, so that made it fun as well. And
that was the one thing out of all of Jasmine's violin teachers was Mr. Runwood tried to do something a little bit different.
Yeah. He makes it a lot of fun. So.
When you so like my uncle plays the piano, but he plays by ear.
Okay.
So do you have any songs that you play by ear?
Everything I like, every show I have, or even though I'm playing songs that everybody knows, I'm playing the melody, but there's some parts where I'm just playing by ear. I'm just playing, you know, a lot of, like, for instance, my album, most of that is improv.
Okay.
So everything that you hear, it was like,
just came. Okay.
it just came out. You know, I didn't really plan it. So I do play by ear.
Okay.
And that's good. And I love it because I get to express. I get to play anything I want, and I can express what
yourself.
I want. So.
That's almost like dance. It's I posted on your things, and you posted something today, a really good a quote or something about music.
Yeah.
And I was saying that dance and music, that's what that does for me. It's my happiest place. I could be in a very, very bad mood or sad or whatever. If I can go hit the dance floor and dance, or go to a place and hear some live music.
Yeah, I think it was music is healing.
Yeah,
and it is. Like a lot of people,
a
lot of people don't realize how important music is.
Yes.
It's a medicine, and I feel like I feel like when I have shows and see everybody happy, and I just feel good because
that's what turns
I'm
you into, like Beyonce and Sasha Fierce. That's what turns you into.
Yeah, exactly. So it just feels good.
And you know, so I'm in an entertainment thing, and that's what makes me happy. I used to always want to be a manager of a club, and that's what makes me happy to sit. And even with me getting into the live music stuff, the joy for me is watching people having fun, enjoying that. I can sit back and know that I was a part of that, and I bet that's kind of the same thing.
It's a huge
good feeling. So what college did you attend, and what was your major?
I went to the University of Oklahoma, and I majored in music performance with an emphasis in jazz. So I was there for classical.
Okay.
I got a scholarship there, and I studied there for 5 years. And I'd say maybe towards the 4th year, that's when I picked up a minor into jazz.
Oh,
I was already playing jazz, but I never really I didn't study it, but that's when I began to study, like, you know, the old time jazz and stuff like that.
Now, what made you do that? Is just something that came up, or?
It was, well, like, I didn't really. Well, originally I was there for classical, but then I realized they actually started a jazz program. It was actually brand new.
Okay.
And so I was like, you know, that's pretty cool. Maybe I should try it.
Oh, okay.
And they actually had classes outside of the jazz program, like improv classes for like people who want to. For instance, like if you want to learn how to improv, you can take that class. You don't have to major in jazz. So I took that class, and then I was like, man, this is pretty cool. So I talked to the jazz professor. He's like, you should probably pick up a little minor in jazz.
Okay.
I was like, yeah, that'd be pretty cool. So I studied a lot of violinists and just a lot of old jazz standards. Okay. I had like a little jazz quartet as well.
Oh.
We played at like a little cafe every the Tuesday night. So it was pretty cool. So that really helped me in event, really helped my skills out.
Well, let me ask you this. So is violin a normal jazz instrument?
It's a classical instrument, but
it just
it can be jazz.
Yeah,
but it's mostly
because even with Althea, she's flute. That's not normally
flute is a classical instrument too.
Okay.
Like I said, you can do anything with any
instrument. Yeah, that's what I think people are enjoying. So I know B.B. King called his guitar Lucille. Do you call your violin anything?
No, I don't. I don't have a name for it.
Not yet?
I don't have a name for it.
Maybe
Actually, the violin I have now is new.
That's right.
Yeah, because the other one got stolen. But But no, I haven't given a name to my mom. I never really did. I was never really into
that. Okay. So a little birdie, your grandmother, told me that you have played in a popular orchestra. Am I saying that right? Tell me about that.
Well, I've actually, it was the Houston Symphony.
Houston Symphony.
Yeah, it was. They had a competition. I think it was sophomore year of high school, and they had like this competition. It was called the Young Artist Competition.
Okay.
And like, it was held at the Jones Hall.
Okay.
And I applied for it, and I played jazz. They were open to any genre, so they were like, you can play jazz, you can play hip hop. Well, probably not hip hop. They said you play jazz, classical, like R&B, anything. I was like, man, that'd be cool. Like,
right.
It's a competition that I could actually play jazz, because most of the competitions I've done, you have to play classical music. So I was like, oh, that'd be cool if I could, And so I went in, played a jazz song for them. It was like this little upbeat, and I got first place.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got first place. So
were you shocked? Surprised?
I was surprised because it was,
classical.
it was. I mean, Houston's big, so to know that I beat out a lot of people, I was like, whoa, I wasn't. That was my first major accomplishment, like, So the fact that I played with Houston Symphony was just cool in itself, and so when I won first place, and I won the opportunity to play for them to back me up, and we played at the show was at Miller Outdoor Theater.
Okay.
And so there was this guy who was a composer. I think he actually had a piece. It was like a jazz kind of classical piece.
Okay.
And I think he written it for me actually. And so it was pretty cool because Houston Symphony they don't really play jazz often. Okay. But they were definitely challenged that night because they had to.
Yes,
we had the show, and afterwards I signed autographs. So that was like my first kind of moment where I felt like a celebrity.
I'm a star.
Yeah, so,
exactly.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, your grandmother definitely talked about that. We bumped into each other through mutual friends at a baby shower. That was so funny, and my youngest daughter's best friend, her stepdad had told us, well, I think we know the same people. And the next thing I know, your grandmother came up, super nice lady, which brings me to, my mama is my rock. She's my support system, then my kids, then my sister, then my dad. You have a very good support system. I know about your grandmother, and I know about your uncle, who's very passionate about your career. How do you feel about it? How important do you think, what do you feel about that? Are you thankful, blessed about having that?
Yeah, I'm thankful. Like I said, my grandmother was like the one who pushed me. She invested like a lot of money for me to like do violin lessons, gas, take me to different competitions. I mean, she's been there since day one. And I mean, I'm definitely thankful for everything she's done for me. And my uncle has also invested so much time and money into me, and he's helped me grow as an artist. He helped me through college. Because college was it was tough.
I'm sure.
It was points where I was donating plasma just to put money in my card.
My daughter used to always say, I'm a broke college student, Mama. I'm a broke college. That was her thing.
It's tough. But, I pulled through, and I just, and there was so many points, especially in college, I wanted to quit the violin.
Oh, really? That was one of my questions. Yeah. Have you ever thought about it? I mean, had it ever come to your mind?
Oh, yeah, always. There's been points where I just wanted to give up, because I just feel like there were some points where I just feel like, man, I'm not going anywhere with this. Right. I'm not going to do classical. Right. I'm probably
when did you know that you should not stop? Like, this is probably going to be something. You don't really know?
Because...
It wasn't one incident, one aha moment?
I think once I graduated and I came back to Houston and I had my first show at Martini Blue.
Okay.
And like
that festival when you was on the ground?
Oh well, no. That festival definitely it was like a confirmation. But when I came after I graduated, I came back to Houston. And I knew I didn't want to do classical. Okay. I knew I didn't want to do orchestra. I didn't want to audition for orchestra. So I just did like what I was doing before, just doing gigs here and there. Had I was, a little part-time job. And then Martini Blue, when it was on 1960, they gave me, that was my first like club. So they gave me an opportunity to have a show there. Yeah. And like after that,
that's when you kind of.
That's when I just kind of blew. I had my first show there, everybody was like, "Whoa, who was this? Who was that?"
Yeah.
And just that scene just made me like, man, I think I want to.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think I want to be a part of this from now on. So after that, I just grew my crowd. I just kept, and
everybody knows you. I mean, and it's so amazing. I mean, I know just in Houston, but I know that you're outside of Houston because I see some of your posts. And I'm gonna get to the other part in just a second. That's what I was getting to. Going viral with Chopper Style.
Oh, yeah.
When I saw the video, I was like, I was just looking at it, and I saw these people coming in dancing, but then I was like, let me pull this up. What did you feel? How did you feel? I know you put a video out thanking people.
Well, the thing is, like, a lot of people don't. I always do. I always play like that.
You do, yeah.
So it's just like now it's noticed throughout the world.
Yes,
And so
Halle Berry.
Yeah, I know. I freaked out when I saw. I was like, Halle Berry retweeted it.
Yes.
Yeah, she reposted the video on her page, but
I was expecting it to be on the reel or something like somebody's gonna get it eventually.
Yeah, like we still waiting on that Ellen call, but
yeah, I know, right.
But I mean, there has
Essence picked it up too.
Essence picked it up, and World Star. And the Shade Room, and those are
huge.
Really? Yeah, the Shade
I didn't
Room.
know what World Star was.
World Star Hip Hop is one of like the biggest like video platform. I mean, they have like when a rapper releases a video, it's gonna be on World Star first.
Wow.
It's a huge
that's a
platform.
big deal. Okay.
It's a huge platform, and then the Shade Room is.
Shade
Room has like 17 million followers on it.
Wow.
And so they reposted it on there.
Well, that's awesome.
I mean,
that should have made you. That's even more confirmation.
Yeah, it was just so unexpected. I mean, I was literally because I did a wedding that Sunday, and then Monday, I was just in my room chilling, and so I looked at my phone. I was like, somebody tagged me in the video, and so I looked at the video, and it was like 20,000. I was like, damn, that's a lot, but I've never had 20,000, and I put it down. I was like, and I looked back, and it was like at 35,000.
Wow.
I was like, hold on now. I was like, something going on.
So when did you notice Halle Berry had tagged it? Or?
That was like a couple days afterwards. Yeah, it was still going.
Yeah.
And,
who was the first person you called?
Oh, well, my grandparents was in the car when it happened.
Oh,
so
okay.
We was both all like, we was all yelling. But
that's like, I always refer back to Beyonce because my daughter is a Beyonce fan. I'm a Beyonce fan. But when they first heard their song, they jumped out the car dancing and stuff. I thought that was funny. So what is your biggest challenge in this business?
The biggest challenge is just I'd say, it's a lot of different, when it comes to the music business, there's always going to be challenges.
Absolutely.
When it comes to any kind of business, whatever you do, it's going to be challenges. And I feel like it's not just one, it's different variables, but like, you just have to learn how to like kind of overcome it, and just kind of. I think one thing is a lot of musicians fail to do is like you got to invest in yourself, and I feel like some things you just have to do for free, even though, to get where you need to be. Like when I did the Long Beach Jazz Festival, I paid my plane ticket. I did, because it was just, it was a
good
big
opportunity. Yeah,
and you just never know. Because my ultimate goal is to be I want to be at all the jazz festivals.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And so.
See, I'm gonna ask that, but I took it off.
My ultimate goal is just to do a lot. Yeah.
Okay.
And that's how
we gotta get you on Althea's festival. So when she see you this week, you gotta really put it down.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to talk to her. But like, and I don't want to just do music. I want to do like, I want to have a fashion line out. Like I even want to tap into the movie industry. I actually did a short film. Somebody did a short. I guess you call it short films. The independent film.
Okay.
And somebody asked me, "Hey man, I got this independent film out, and I was wondering if you could make the music to it."
Wow, that's really good.
Nobody really knows that because I never posted it, but I do need to announce
Well, I'm gonna tell you something. So I got a call. A real good friend of mine, her name is Leticia. She called me last week, and she's like asking about you. She's doing a Black History Month thing, and she wants somebody to play the background. So she wasn't sure if that's something. I said, "Oh my God, that would be Dominique to play in the background for an event like that." So you'll hear about it. But when she said that, I thought about, oh my God, because I guess she was doing a vision in her mind, and she saw you on some of the stuff that I posted, and she was like, oh, I was like, yes. I said that would be. I said Dominique would be great for that. And I think about you and then the city, which was awesome on the ship. We'll get to that too. That y'all got to play together. So when I first saw you, you used to seem really shy.
Yeah.
So, but till I saw you at Sugars. When I saw you at Sugars, and I was like, who is that?
Yeah.
So, Is this on purpose, or is this your Sasha Fierce kind of thing, or what is making you come out of your shell?
It's just the music, just to like seeing people excited, fans is like that Chopper style video. All the energy I was getting, I was giving it back out.
Exactly.
When you meet me in person, like when you talk to me, like I don't really talk very well, in my opinion. I'm getting better at it. But if you were to meet me outside of like playing like outside of a show or something like that, I'm quiet. And I don't really talk. I don't really talk to people. But when I'm on stage, it's like a different person.
Yeah, and you lose yourself. And even for me, I'm believe it or not, I'm shy. But dancing, I have no problem.
Yeah.
Like I can do that because I get lost into the music or the dancing or whatever. So yes, I can definitely.
It's my outlet to express myself.
So we're gonna get to the stolen equipment.
Oh yeah.
That was devastating. Hate to talk about that, but I want to use that as a tool to encourage other musicians to get insurance.
Yeah, definitely.
So,
so it was one night I was, me and Tirsa, my girlfriend, we went out to get Vietnamese, and I was actually coming back from lessons, and we went, it was on Westheimer, we got some food, came back out, everything was stolen in my car. And I didn't, honestly, to be honest, I didn't realize it until I got home. And I went in the back seat to take my violin out. I was like, wait, I must have left my violin at the music school. So I drove all the way back to the music school, and it wasn't there. So I called I called Mr. Rossman. I was like, hey, did you see me walk out with my violin? Or he was like, and he showed me, he has this little camera system.
Gotcha.
And he had the phone recording or whatever. And he showed me the video of me walking out with the violin. So I had my violin. As I was freaking out, when I called my grandmother, I was like, I think my violin got stolen. And she was like, what? And then, and she was like, what about your speakers and everything? I didn't even think about it.
Thought about that.
So I was like, that's when I started breaking down.
No.
And I was like, oh my God, I was just praying. And I looked back, everything was gone. And then I started breaking down in tears. Because I worked so hard for that.
Definitely.
All of that was like out of my pocket.
Yeah.
And, they stole at least $6,000 worth of stuff, which is, my fault because I didn't have insurance on it and I left it in the car.
And I know you are not the only one, and that's one of the things I wanted you to definitely encourage musicians. Get insurance on this is your livelihood.
Yeah.
And you work hard for this stuff.
Yeah. So I was able to put a GoFundMe out. I mean, like just the amount
that was
of
such
support.
a blessing. Yeah.
Everybody supported me. I mean, it was just everybody pitched in, helped me.
Yes.
And I was able to recover a lot of the equipment that I lost and better. The equipment I have is better than what I lost. So that was definitely a blessing to see how everybody came together.
Yeah.
And that's when I knew, okay, I really got some loyal followers. I really got some loyal
and that was
supporters.
another confirmation that you needed the equipment to do what you got to do. So that was another.
And so I definitely put insurance on this equipment. I need to get a new alarm. I need to get an alarm system for my car. That's next.
Yeah.
But that was definitely a blessing to see.
Definitely. So, musicians, make sure you cover that stuff because that is very important. You can't make no money if you don't have your instrument. And then especially when you get close to Lucille, you can't.
Oh, yeah.
You can't.
Man, that hurt.
So, yes. I'm glad you got your new equipment. That's why we got to the cruise, getting off the cruise. It's like, okay, we need to make sure we have everybody's stuff. So you posted a video allowing your fans to ask you anything that they wanted to know. I don't know how it went, but I'm going to ask you a few things.
Oh yeah, okay. I still need to work.
Have you checked it?
I mean, well, you talking about the video I posted about the questions?
Yeah, like you said, you can ask you anything they want to ask you.
Yeah. I gotta post a video of answering those questions. But I got a lot of questions.
I gotta ask you some. What's your favorite? Wait a minute. What's your favorite breakfast food?
Oh, my favorite breakfast food is French toast. I love some French toast.
Dinner food.
Oh, that's tough. I'd say I love spaghetti.
Yeah, I love spaghetti. Tonight,
oh yeah.
I did.
How you make your spaghetti?
I like blue ribbon sausage and then hamburger meat. And
okay.
I don't know how to cook that good, so I use traditional Prego.
Yeah, well, so that's what we do too. But then once you put the meat in there and the sausage and all the other stuff,
I put little bell peppers and onions
But you missing the best part. You got to put the Velveeta cheese on top of it.
No, I hate cheese.
Oh man.
Well, when you put the cheese in there, you let it simmer.
Nah, you got to put it in the oven and let it.
I've seen people do that. Yeah, I can't have cheese. Don't
that's
make
the best part.
I've seen people do that, like bake it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like almost like a spaghetti casserole.
I have to try that for my kids though. They might would like that. Let's try that. So what's your favorite subject? What was your favorite subject in school, college or high school?
I'd say math, because like music is math, so
Yes.
it made math easier playing violin.
And that's so my former boss, when my oldest daughter was playing violin, she said, when I was telling her, I said, my daughter plays the violin, and she's like, well, she should be good at math, and my daughter was like, no.
Music is
She said, yeah, she plays violin, but math is not her. She always say, I got the bad math gene. So, but yes, I've heard that before. What's your favorite color?
That's tough because I got so many colors.
Really?
I just love colors. That's why
I was gonna say your album, and now that your album, you have the different colors.
But if I were to choose, it'd probably be purple.
Okay, that's what stands out on your album too.
Yeah.
And what is your favorite genre of music? That's what I want to know. Is it a mixture?
That's a mixture of, because I love smooth jazz. Honestly, I like the old time, like I like the R&B, like like the old time, like the Stevie Wonder.
Yes.
Now, honestly, since I was raised up by my grandparents, my grandpa, I mean, he loves like the old time, the Motown.
Yes,
I love Motown.
Yeah.
Motown is like, I love.
Because I'm a Maze fan.
Oh, okay.
Matter of fact, my friend had her 50th birthday party, and I didn't go because I had to go see Maze. I would never miss Maze, because you never know when it's Maze's last concert.
Yeah.
But someone asked me to go see Stevie Wonder one time. I tell this story all the time. And I was like, I do not want to go see no Stevie Wonder. I went. Dominique,
it was
best concert I've ever been to.
I bet, yeah.
It was at the NRG, I think. It was amazing. Yeah. It was the best concert I've ever been to, and I always say he could. And so when I talk about you, I don't know if you've ever seen any of my videos, but I always end up talking about you in the city because I say y'all always have energy and you always bring it. You never look like you're looking at your clock when it stops. Stevie Wonder was like that.
Yeah, like it's just when I play,
it's for
I always
people.
play like it's my last time.
Yes, yeah.
You know what I mean?
You never know. Life is short. It's life short, and that's what Stevie Wonder was standing on top of the piano.
Oh, really? He did all that?
He was playing like he could see. I'm like Stevie can see.
Oh man, I know he did all that.
His background singers went on a break, and he was still. I mean, it was amazing. The best concert I've ever been to, and I talk about it all the time. Can you play Zydeco songs? I've heard you can.
I can play anything. Like if I hear some Zydeco music, I can play along to it.
Okay.
But I can.
So we're gonna give you a challenge.
Yeah.
In the next month or two, and I'm gonna get you a song.
Okay.
And we're gonna get it played. So,
yeah.
So that's my favorite genre. My first is R&B. Zydeco is my next.
The first.
Yes. So
okay.
I would love to hear you.
Yeah,
we gotta get you something so you can.
I don't tap into too much, but I'm pretty sure I can be pretty good at it.
It'll be cool to see. Yeah. Because J. Paul thought about you being for his wedding. Can you play da-da-da? So that was my challenge. I know you are on the New Year's Eve ticket with Sheila E.
Oh yeah.
That's gonna be cool. I love Sheila E. too. So is there any artist that would be your dream show that you would play with? Any
like
celebrity?
Smooth jazz? Oh, just any kind of celebrity?
It could be smooth jazz, whatever it is that you would want to play. And I know Miriam Meadows music?
Yeah, I know Miriam Meadows, yeah. That's tough because there's so many great artists out there.
Is anyone you ever thought about, I would just love to play with, be on the same ticket or play on the same show? Or you haven't ever just really put a thought into it?
I never really put a thought into it. But, when it comes to smooth jazz, I forgot his, I don't know. I guess I got to think about it.
I'm trying to think
so many good artists.
Yeah, think about it a little bit. We'll come back to it and see if you have something. So are you excited about the Sheila E. concert?
Oh, yeah. That's going to be
a good one.
I'd say when I did the Martini Blue Jazz Festival, that was a big stage.
It was.
But this one, I feel like it's going to be huge as well.
It's the arena. Have you played in the arena yet?
I've never played. Okay, I've never even been in the arena.
Really?
Yeah.
Wonderful. Not a bad seat in the house.
Yeah.
I go to
I heard that the stage moves.
It does.
So that's
and I
cool.
like I can't think his name. D.A. Is it D.A.? Sugars.
Daryl?
Call him D.A. He told me his name D.A. Anyway, he gives people such great opportunities.
Oh yeah, he definitely. Yeah,
and
I want to thank him for just allowing me to open up for her.
Yeah.
He put in the work for me, and
he's a good guy.
He made it happen.
He offered for me to come over there and work. It's just way too far.
Yeah,
It's a long way. Let's see. So I do want to thank you for performing on the Zydeco cruise, the R&B party on the sea cruise.
Oh yeah. That was
you just don't know. Well, because I've talked about it so much that it was a vision I had, and now that it's happened, it's going to definitely happen again.
Yeah.
How did you enjoy the cruise?
It was. Well, first off, that's my first time on a cruise. So just the thought of me actually going to be on a cruise, I was
excited.
crazy excited. So excuse me, being on the cruise, I was like, wow, this is amazing. I mean, from the moment I stepped foot on the cruise to the moment I stepped off, I was like, I mean, that was I needed that. That was amazing.
And that's what I try to tell some people. Actually, I just I'm working. I do a Zydeco cruise every year, but I haven't done one in about a year. And so I just sent a proposal to the 2 Zydeco people we have, and that's what I told them. I said, you have 3 hours. That's all I'm asking for you to play. It's 3 hours. The rest of the cruise is your vacation. Musicians don't always get vacations.
Nah.
This is an opportunity to have a vacation. And so I guess I want you to just say, you did have vacation. You had some time to yourself and have a great time.
And then even when I was performing, it was just like, I just loved the energy. Everybody was just, I mean, it was fun. It was a big party.
The cruises, the Zydeco, and so I've only did Zydeco. This was my first R&B, but every cruise, it was like that. And people are so excited to be on. A lot of it, it's always some first timers. And that's also what makes it so fun for them. And then what we did find, the city kind of emphasized that there's not a lot of our people things for our people to do. So this brings an opportunity for us to have something to do with our own.
I love the cruise so much. I even told Tessa, I was like, look, we got to book another cruise. So
y'all make sure y'all book through us.
You know what? When you let me know when there's I don't know if you have the date yet, but
yeah, November the 5th.
November 5th?
Yes. I will let you know. I'll make sure
Please
you
let me know, because I think I might actually come on.
Yeah, y'all should come on that one. We'll make sure you get a good deal. We'll make sure you get a good deal. But it's a great, I love the cruise because the food is free. I mean, once you pay, you on now. So let's see, what else did I, so thank you again for helping my vision come true.
Oh, thank you for having me.
It was just great. And 2021, guys, we trying for spring break 2021 to do Party on the Sea Part 2. We just got to get with the city and Dominique. It's gonna be big because now that everybody knows that it's a big thing, they're gonna come. And all those people that we met from Houston, that's what was crazy. That was crazy, and they didn't know about the cruise.
But they know now.
They know now. So I think, and then the city did a great job of doing some really good videos for us to use for advertising. Let's see, where else am I? If there's a young person that wants to do what you're doing as a living, and I know that you teach young people, what advice do you give them about practicing, about this really having to be a passion?
Just being focused. I know, like nowadays with all the social media and everything, it's a huge distraction. And I kind of like with my students, I'm not gonna lie, I'm hard on my students, and to the point where sometimes they cry. That's how hard I am. But it's only because I see
the potential.
And so the advice I would give is just staying focused, invest in yourself. Well, when it comes to little kids, you can't they can't invest in themselves. But for the parents, invest in your kids and push them and make them realize, even though like for instance, I tell them, you might not become you might or you might not. Who knows? But it's just a work ethic that's important.
Definitely.
And
like, you can take transferable skills and.
I was like, no matter what you do in life, you're gonna have to work for it. You know what I mean? So I was like, just use this as a example. Work hard at something and you'll be great at it. I'm not saying become the best violinist in the world, but whatever you do, you're going to have to work for it. So I try to incorporate life skills and stuff, but it just takes a lot of dedication and just focus.
If you can be dedicated to that instrument, which is why my daughter, when she got in the 12th grade, when she went to college, she didn't go into music, but she still asked me, Doc, I wish I had a violin, because the school gave the violins.
If I had I'd be rich.
You've heard that?
I heard that so many times at my shows. I wish I would have started, kept playing violin.
And she played from pre-K to 12th grade, her and her best friend. Matter of fact, she ended playing the viola. But
see, that's the kind of things, like, you don't even have to be like a professional. You could teach violin on the side and make extra cash. You know what I mean? Like, especially if they've been playing that long, they know what it takes.
I actually asked her recently. I said, "Do you think you should?" Oh yes, because I've still thought about. Because matter of fact, I went as far as to going on, whatever those things where you can buy stuff. What's it? Not eBay.
Is it? Is it Amazon?
No. What's that thing called? OfferUp. I went on OfferUp. You ever heard of OfferUp?
Oh yeah, no.
I went on OfferUp to see about getting her, just to surprise her one Christmas with a violin. I thought about it because she has definitely mentioned it a few times. To play that long, there was one time she tried to quit and I didn't let her because I played piano. And I was like, I wish my mama wouldn't have let me quit piano.
Yeah.
Let's talk about real quick about your upcoming shows, and then we're almost done. You going to Florida next week?
No,
Not Florida.
I'm going to Florida next week for a private event.
Oh, okay, but yeah, okay.
But
So,
December
but you
20,
playing.
December 29th, I'm actually going to Florida. It's called the Annual Red Party, and it's going to be at at a venue called It's Personal by Sheila in Pensacola, Florida. And I'm playing with international artist, jazz, saxophonist Marcus Anderson.
Okay.
So yeah,
I think he's played for Martini Blue before.
I think so. Yeah, I think he probably has. Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely for the festival. And so me and him will be sharing the stage.
That's cool.
Showtime's at 7. Like I said, it's gonna be at Pensacola, Florida.
And what's the name of the place
December 29th.
again?
It's Personal by Sheila.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's a little video.
You've been to Pensacola before.
Yeah, I've been there. I had a
That's
show
where
there.
you were on the ground with the people surrounding
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
That was a festival outside.
No, that was like. Oh no, that was You're talking about It was a festival. It was actually in, not Destin,
But it was in Florida.
it was Fort Walton Beach.
Okay.
And they had a Florida. I forgot the
name of it.
Yeah, they had a jazz festival, and I was actually I was the main
The headliner?
person. Yeah,
Oh,
headliner.
cool,
I was
cool,
the headliner.
cool.
Can't think right now.
And you're having something at Acres Homes Church. It's a Christmas.
Yeah, Christmas in the 4-4. That's going to be actually this week on the Friday is the 14th.
Oh, it's this weekend.
Yeah, this week. This Friday. This Friday.
Okay, because you're playing Kurt. What's his name?
Brian Courtney Wilson's going to be there.
I'm thinking of a name.
Kirk Whalen's going to be. That's at
Not Kurt Whalen. What's his name? Oh my gosh, bright skin. Everybody knows him. Oh gosh.
Cortez?
No.
Zacardi Cortez?
Who's playing with you at the church?
Okay, so the one that
Kyle Turner.
Oh, Kyle Turner.
Kyle Turner. That's what I'm
Kyle
trying to
Turner's
think of.
gonna be there.
He's
Yeah,
gonna be there. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's at God's Grace Community Church.
Okay.
And it's in Acres Home. It's
Okay.
called Christmas in the 4-4.
Okay.
And yeah, I mean the tickets they still are selling tickets,
Okay.
and that's gonna be this Friday.
Okay.
So that's gonna be pretty fun.
Yeah, I thought about that one. And then our event. Yay!
Yeah, yep.
Yay! December 20th, we will be at the Pocket Bar. And actually, that's where we're at now, the Pocket Bar at, I never know the address anymore, 353, I thought so, 353 Greens Road. North Houston, Greens Point. So we're going to have 2 shows, 7 and 10 o'clock. The 7 o'clock tickets are going fast, so you got to get your tickets now. It's time to get them. Go on Eventbrite. I had some people call me today saying that they didn't understand how to click the Eventbrite. Fine, call me. I'll send you a PayPal invoice. You can come to the Pocket Bar and pick them up. Just get your tickets. I did have some people today that weren't used to using Eventbrite, so I had to just
a lot
do that
of I don't know. A lot of people don't.
Yeah.
But
So
I will have to say that if you do decide to not get tickets and just come to the door, you got to get here super early.
Yes. We thinking it's gonna be a sellout.
Yeah,
We think it's gonna be a sellout. We got Dominique Hammons and out there, Renee.
Yeah.
It's gonna be amazing. And this is a first time. Yes, I like to do first time stuff. I like to be a trendsetter.
Yeah.
This is gonna be a big show. It's Althea's birthday, so it's gonna be big. So make sure you get your tickets. But so I want to just say, and I know that you probably know this about me, but I always like to do things publicly. I appreciate you. I appreciate your talent. I believe in you and believe in your talent. Whatever you need for me to do, besides paying money, because I don't have a job right now, but I'm laid off. It's just temporary, y'all. I know God got me. But anything you need from me as far as promotion, I am always here for you. I thank you for supporting everything that I've done. This is my first show in years, so I'm so excited that you've decided to do that.
I know it's going to be successful.
Yes, it definitely is. So let's see one of the things, I had to write some things I can remember because I forget and I talk fast. One thing that I want to just say to you is that what I appreciate about you, I believe your work ethic. I think you work so hard, but I like the fact that you are humble. And I'm sure that that's from your upbringing. And I just ask that you continue to have that in you. Just continue to keep that, because I work with a lot of people, and sometimes it's difficult.
Yeah.
It's very. Your grandmother actually I only met her at one time, and when I walked away from her, I felt like I could climb a mountain, to be honest with you. She gave me some very good advice. even made me kind of settle down on some things that I was not happy with, but she made me understand some stuff. I have to get her number. I call her sometimes. So, but she gave me some very good advice, and I even think that's probably why I decided to take this step out on my own to do some things. But sometimes you have to just do stuff on your own. You're not getting the right thing done, you know. So I thank you, I thank her, and stay humble.
Yeah,
that's all. Thank you again. Is there anything that you want to say to our viewers? Y'all, this is Dominique Hammons. Dominique, can I ask you how old you are?
I'm 25.
25,
yeah.
25. You know what? Some of these old ladies been trying to get you.
Oh, yeah, I know. I trust me, I know. At my shows, they be all on me.
Get you. Yeah. And I teased Michael. I think I told you that when we were on the cruise, these ladies, and I was telling you, Dominique, well, is his uncle here? And I was like, he got fans. He got fans.
I told him that. He felt good when I told him that, too.
Yes, he has fans. So is there anything that you want to say to the So You Want to Dance Live viewers?
Yeah, I just want to thank everybody just for supporting me and just, sticking with me. I want to thank you, Trina, for just believing in me, because I had a lot of people that, just didn't really give me a chance because I was a local artist. Nobody really knew me. But I was
when they hear violin, that's what I thought one of your challenges would be, because they hear the word violin and it's
and I just, a lot of people just kind of counted me out. But there has been people that have given me the opportunity, like you, and I really appreciate just everything you've done. And I just know that it's just going to grow from here. And I believe that, stay under God, keep Him first, anything is possible. So I want to thank everybody just for just allowing me to grow as an artist, and I've been getting a lot of comments and messages of just people encouraging me, and it's just good to see that, just to see that I know I have like a lot of people, my family and supporters have my back. So
and that's always
that's important.
Yeah, that's so important.
Yeah. So
because sometimes you can be like, you got haters or you got this bad stuff going on, but then you have this home base of people who got your back. That makes you feel good.
I have tons. So it's just definitely good it's a good feeling.
Well, thank you for joining So You Want to Dance Live. As I told you, that this is a talk show that I just started, something I really like doing. I like to get into the heads of people, and then I like to give everybody a platform. It's something I love to do. Jonathan asked me on his show last week, when did I start doing that? It's just when I see an artist or I see something, I'm like, people have got to see them. There's no way that people can't see them. So I want to try to be a part of that. Because the next venture is, I told D-Ro, from the city, they played at not Chicago, where they play Sunday. Prospect. And I told him, I said, this is my next year. I gotta beat everybody else to it. So I'm gonna have y'all. I'm gonna make that show happen in the next couple of months. Let's get this one out the way. It's next.
Definitely.
But anyway, thank y'all for listening. Dominique Hammons, December 20th. Y'all gotta come. All right. After his birthday. Thank you so much, Dominique.
See y'all there.
All right.
All right. Thank you.